Walk into any auto parts store and you will find an entire wall of engine additives, bottles, and cans claiming to clean your engine, boost your fuel economy, stop leaks, reduce friction, and extend your engine's life by hundreds of thousands of miles. Some of them are legitimate products backed by real chemistry and real results. Some of them are complete waste of money, and a handful of them will actively damage the engine you are trying to protect. In this video, we are going through 7 additives that genuinely work, what they do, how to use them correctly, and what results you can realistically expect, followed by 5 additives that you should never put in your engine under any circumstances. Let's start with the ones that actually deliver. Additive number 1, Techron Concentrate Plus. Chevron's Techron Concentrate Plus is one of the most tested and most consistently recommended fuel system cleaners on the market. It uses polyethylamine, PEA, chemistry to dissolve and remove carbon deposits from fuel injectors, intake valves, combustion chambers, carburetors, and ports. In independent project farm testing comparing multiple fuel system cleaners, Techron performed at the top of its category for deposit removal and fuel stabilization. Real owners consistently report that rough idle, cold start hesitation, and engines surging improve or disappear after a single tank treated with Techron. Chevron recommends using it every 3,000 miles as a maintenance dose, 1 20-ounce bottle per full tank of fuel. The price per treatment is approximately $10 to $12, which makes it one of the most cost-effective preventive maintenance items available. Additive number 2, ATS 505 CRF Treatment. The ATS 505 CRF is a professional-grade carbon cleaning treatment that targets deeper carbonization than standard consumer additives. Where Techron is designed for ongoing preventive maintenance, the ATS 505 CRF is designed for restoration, for engines with significant carbon buildup, causing real drivability issues. Documented results from long-term users include fuel economy improvements of up to 2 miles per gallon, smoother idle, and better throttle response. Multiple reviewers note that nothing on the shelves at any parts store comes close to doing what ATS 505 CRF claims to do. It sits between standard additives and professional induction cleaning equipment in terms of aggressiveness and effectiveness. Strict adherence to dosage is required, 1 bottle per tank, every other oil change, and overuse is documented to cause issues. Additive number 3, Heavy-Duty Oil Stabilizer. Lucas Oil's Heavy-Duty Oil Stabilizer is designed to supplement engine oil in high-mileage, high-stress, or worn engines. It increases oil film strength between metal surfaces, reduces oil consumption in engines that have developed worn piston rings or valve seals, and extends oil life by slowing oxidation. Lucas recommends using it at a ratio of approximately 20% of total oil volume. So in a 5-quart oil system, you use approximately 1 quart of stabilizer. It is particularly effective in diesel engines and older gasoline engines that have developed internal wear patterns. It does not replace an oil change. It supplements quality oil in between changes and reduces the metal-to-metal contact that causes accelerated wear in high-mileage engines. Additive number 4, MOS2 Anti-Friction Treatment. Molybdenum disulfide, MOS2, is a dry lubricant compound that bonds to metal surfaces inside the engine and reduces friction independently of the oil film. Unlike oil-based lubricants that require constant pressure to maintain their protective film, MOS2 forms a physical layer on metal surfaces that continues providing lubrication even in low oil pressure situations, such as the critical seconds after a cold start before the oil pump has fully pressurized the system. MOS2 treatment is particularly valued by mechanics working with older engines, diesel applications, and vehicles that experience frequent cold starts in low-temperature environments. It is added directly to the engine oil at the rate specified on the product label. Additive number 5, Diesel Treatment. A quality diesel fuel treatment addresses 3 specific problems that diesel engines face that gasoline engines do not. Water contamination in the fuel system, microbial growth in fuel tanks that have sat for extended periods, and lubricity reduction caused by ultra-low sulfur diesel fuel, which has lower natural lubrication properties than older diesel formulations. A quality diesel treatment from Stanadyne, Power Service, or Hot Shot Secret addresses all 3 issues in a single treatment, removing water, preventing biological contamination, and restoring the lubricity that modern ultra-low sulfur diesel fuel lacks. If you run a diesel truck and are not using a quality fuel treatment, your injection pump and injectors are running on fuel with lower lubrication than they were designed for. Additive number 6, Seafoam motor treatment. Seafoam is one of the most versatile and most widely trusted additives in the entire industry. It works in fuel to clean injectors and dissolve carbon deposits. It works in oil to clean internal engine passages and dissolve sludge. And it can be introduced directly into the intake manifold as a carbon cleaning treatment for the intake valves and combustion chambers. Project Farm's independent testing confirmed Seafoam's effectiveness for carbon cleaning in comparison tests against Techron and Marvel Mystery Oil. Seafoam is petroleum-based and is compatible with gasoline, diesel, and ethanol-blended fuels. The fuel dose is 1 ounce per gallon of fuel. The oil dose is 1 ounce per quart of oil, added to the oil approximately 100 miles before an oil change, so it can clean internal passages before being drained with the old oil. Additive number 7, Marvel Mystery Oil. Marvel Mystery Oil has been in production since 1923, and the reason it is still being used a century later is that it works. It is a petroleum-based oil treatment that reduces friction, prevents rust and corrosion in fuel systems and engine internals, and provides upper cylinder lubrication. Project Farm testing confirmed it as an effective carbon deposit preventer in direct comparison with Seafoam and Techron. For carbureted engines, older gasoline engines, and small engines including generators and lawnmowers, Marvel Mystery Oil has a documented track record of extending engine life and preventing the carbon buildup that causes performance degradation over time. Now, the 5 additives that will damage your engine. Avoid number 1, Octane Booster Scam. The shelf is full of Octane booster products that promise to add 2, 3, or 5 octane points to your fuel. The reality is that most consumer octane boosters contain alcohol-based compounds that add fractions of an octane point, not the full numbers advertised on the label. For a vehicle that does not require premium fuel, adding an octane booster does nothing for performance. For a vehicle that does require premium, the correct solution is to buy premium fuel, not to add a product to regular fuel and hope it bridges the gap. Beyond being ineffective, alcohol-based boosters at excessive concentrations can dry out rubber fuel system components, O-rings, fuel pump seals, injector seals, causing them to crack and leak. The money spent on octane boosters is money wasted. Avoid number 2, Teflon oil additives. Teflon, PTFE, was heavily marketed as an engine oil additive in the 1990s and 2000s. The theory was that PTFE particles suspended in oil would deposit on metal surfaces and reduce friction. The problem is that PTFE does not bond to metal under engine conditions. The particles remain suspended in the oil, circulate through the system, and accumulate in narrow oil passages and on oil filter media. The FTC took action against several PTFE additive manufacturers for fraudulent performance claims. Modern engine oils already contain precisely engineered friction modifier packages that are formulated to work with the specific viscosity and additive chemistry of the oil. Adding PTFE suspensions disrupts that chemistry without delivering the promised benefit. Avoid number 3, engine rebuilder claims. Products marketed as miracle engine rebuilders, claiming to restore compression, stop oil burning, and eliminate engine knock through a single treatment, should be avoided categorically. These products typically contain metallic particles or thickening agents that temporarily mask symptoms without addressing the underlying mechanical failure. Thickening agents raise oil viscosity beyond specification, increasing oil temperature and accelerating wear on bearings and other precision components. Metallic particles circulate through oil passages and can cause accelerated wear on surfaces they were supposedly protecting. No additive can restore mechanical compression loss caused by worn piston rings or cylinder wall scoring. Avoid number 4, weak diesel anti-gel. Not all diesel anti-gel products are created equal, and using an undersized or improperly formulated product in cold weather is worse than using nothing, because it creates false confidence. A diesel anti-gel that cannot prevent fuel gelling at the actual temperatures you will encounter can result in a gelled fuel tank, a clogged fuel filter, and a no-start situation in sub-zero temperatures. Always select a diesel anti-gel product rated for temperatures at least 10 degrees Fahrenheit below the coldest temperature you expect to encounter. And treat the fuel before temperatures drop, not after the fuel has already started to cloud. Avoid number 5. Dangerous lead additive. Tetraethyl lead additives were used historically in gasoline formulations to raise octane and provide upper cylinder lubrication. They are now illegal for use in on-road vehicles in the United States. Lead compounds are highly toxic to humans, toxic to catalytic converters, destroying them completely on contact, and toxic to oxygen sensors. Any product marketed as a lead substitute or lead additive for modern on-road vehicles should be categorically avoided. The catalytic converter damage alone from a single improper lead additive treatment can cost $800 to $2,500 to repair. Here is the rule that covers every additive decision in this video. Use products with documented chemistry and independent test data behind them. Avoid products whose marketing relies on miraculous claims without published evidence. Your engine was engineered to run on quality fuel and quality oil. The additives in this video that work do so because they supplement what quality fuel and oil already provide, not because they replace them. If this video helped you make better decisions in the auto parts store, hit like and subscribe. Real information, no filter. See you in the next one.